My name Tommy Walker. I grew up in Cooper, Texas, 23 years old. I grew up in a single house. It was just my mom, my dad, no dad. My mom, just her raising three kids. Like it got hard on her. So she was party a lot. She had a lot of in and out boyfriends. Like and when my mom went to jail, I moved with my grandpa, and that was my grandpa was a drug dealer. Everywhere I went, like family-wise, like it was drugs going on, smoking them or selling them. Like that's all I knew. I got in high school, I started back smoking weed again, and this time, man, it was heavy. I was smoking like 20 to 25 times a day, but I had got to the point where this was gonna be me. Like I feel like this was what I was gonna do was sell and smoke drugs. I got in the 10th grade, man. Like we was at basketball practice. Jonathan McGraw and older brother, Gary McGraw, was on varsity. We was on JV, and he kept trying to get us to go to church. We went to church, man. It was something new to me because it was the first time that I just felt that God was just real. Church, I lived this life for like 8 months. Like, got saved, got baptized, like, stopped cussing. I didn't smoke no weed. I wasn't selling no weed. Like, I was really living for God. Anything after them 8 months, I was faking. But I didn't want no help. I was so far gone and not having help. Like I was at the point where I didn't want it. So I started selling weed. I'm smoking half of what I bought. So with me seeking for more money, I started selling methamphetamine. I made selling drugs my job. Like I didn't want to do nothing else but sell drugs. It's times where I sit up in a 1 week of time and make $2,000. That's how selling drugs. I was God in the streets. Like the word, I was the man. October the 3rd, drug task force came to Cooper looking for me. I got to the point, I went in the back room, I just started crying. I couldn't believe it. I just kept saying, no, not me. No, not me. They finally got me. They finally got me. I just kept telling myself that, crying at the same time. I didn't know how much time I was gonna get. I didn't know what they had me on. I just knew I was going to jail. And I wasn't about to run. That was just gonna make it worse on me. So I turned myself in. And the whole time I'm praying. But it's just funny, like, you don't start praying until you get in trouble. Like, you don't look to call upon God until you get in trouble. My bond was $10,000. I got out, broke, not knowing what's next, not knowing what I'm about to do. Like, just living off people. You know what I'm saying? Now, I gotta live off people now because I chose not to sell drugs to provide money for myself. But there was a choice that I was willing to make to try to make this change that I was looking for. I called the only person I knew that would help me, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan McGraw. And I called him, talked to him. He told me, man, I got an extra bedroom. So he picked us up for church the next day. But my first time attending her, it was just different. Once I heard Pastor Eric preach, like I can just feel your words, like you preaching living sense about living an abundant life wherever God sends you. And I'm like, God don't send me here. He got me in this church. I want to be different. I want to change. Like I want people to see me as living a better life and a changed life than seeing me as Tommy, the drug dealer. I went looking for a job. First time I went out to Pinnacle, got the job. We got Bible study at work. I get to go to work and praise God. I get to go to work and talk about God. When people see that you put God number one in your heart, like people around you start to change. Like cause they see the good coming from it. I didn't have nothing when I got out. I didn't have no place to go. I didn't have no car. I didn't have no money. And God don't bless me. My boy Jonathan got a new car just for I can drive his back and forth to work. I got money. I get a paycheck every Friday. Like, and now I got my own apartment. Like, that ain't nothing but blessing from God. I put God first, others second, and myself third. Like, and it used to be me. For me to put myself third, I feel like I'm doing good. I feel like I'm really doing what God wants me to do.